October 7th, the deadliest day for Jewish people since the Holocaust.
At 6:29 in the morning, Hamas launched over 3,000 rockets towards Israeli civilian communities. Simultaneously, approximately 3,000 Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad militants breached the Gaza border fence at 29 different locations. They crossed into Israeli territory on foot, by truck, and by paraglider. What followed was a massacre. In the hours that followed, militants moved through at least 22 Israeli communities. In Kibbutz Be'eri, approximately 130 residents were killed, nearly 10% of the entire population of the village. In Kibbutz Kfar Aza, entire families were found dead in their homes. At the Nova Music Festival near Kibbutz Re'im, hundreds of young people were targeted as they fled. At least 364 festival goers were killed. Dozens more were taken. In total, 1,200 people were killed on October 7th, the single deadliest day for Jewish people since the end of World War II. 251 people were taken hostage into Gaza. Among them were infants, Holocaust survivors, foreign nationals, and soldiers. They were taken from their homes, from the festival, and from the roads as they tried to escape. Video footage released by Hamas showed hostages being transported into Gaza, some visibly injured, surrounded by crowds. The taking of civilian hostages on this scale had no precedent in Israeli history. Israel's government declared a state of war on October 8th. Over 300,000 reserve soldiers were called up within days, the largest military mobilization in Israel's history. Prime Minister Netanyahu formed an emergency unity government with opposition leader Benny Gantz. The state military objectives were clear: dismantle Hamas's military and governing capabilities, and secure the return of the hostages. In the weeks following October 7th, Israeli communities within range of Gaza were evacuated. Approximately 200,000 Israelis were displaced from their homes in the south and later in the north near the Lebanese border, where Hezbollah began launching daily attacks in solidarity with Hamas. And every week, families of hostages gathered in Tel Aviv demanding their loved ones be brought home. In November 2023, a temporary ceasefire brokered by Qatar, Egypt, and the United States led to the release of 105 hostages after 7 days, in exchange for Palestinian prisoners held in Israeli jails. The footage of hostages, many visibly malnourished, returning to Israeli soil was broadcasted worldwide. When the ceasefire collapsed and fighting resumed, more than 130 hostages remained in Gaza. Negotiations continued through 2024. Some hostages were rescued in military operations. Some were confirmed dead. Many remained unaccounted for. By mid-2024, Israel had lost soldiers in the ground campaign in Gaza and in direct missile and drone strike launched by Iran on April 2024, first direct Iranian attack on Israeli territory in history. The trauma of October 7th had not faded. It had deepened. Families waited, soldiers fought, and an entire country grappled with a question that had no easy answer. How do you rebuild a sense of safety after the worst day of your modern history?